I go to Abundance of Rain Christian Church in South Phoenix. I was raised in South Phoenix, actually. Just a real quick little bit about me. I spent most of my life around family members who were drug runners, gang members. My mother was a prostitute. My grandmother was a moonshine runner. My grandfather was a moonshine runner. So by the time I was born, like this little man right here, I was already exposed to, the life, that life. I was exposed to it. So by the time I got 25, I had already gangbanged so much to the point where people were putting money out on my head. They wanted to kill me, I couldn't go nowhere without doing like this, watching my back, When I got arrested for a drive-by shooting. And when they came to me, they told me, you are labeled one of the top 10 blood gang members in Phoenix, Arizona. And I said, whoa, hold on. Hold on, I ain't the one started this, But, they charged me with threatening to promote a criminal syndicate, which is a loan that carries like 17.5 years. I have multiple charges of home invasion. Drive-by shooting, just so much stuff on me that I knew I was supposed to be going for the rest of my life. And they told me that we gonna make an example out of you. And right then and there is when God just, I always had a relationship with God, but it wasn't as strong as it is now by the grace of God. And I thank Him for that. And once they told me that I was gonna be in prison for the rest of my life, I knew I had to correct stuff. It was either go in this place and come out harder than I was, or go ahead and let God break me down. And that's what He did. He broke me down. And by the grace of God, it's been 2.5 years now I've been rapping for the Lord.
Amen.
I turned down, deals with major labels, and I can't even explain how God is moving in my life right now. He's restoring my relationship with my children. He's restoring relationships through my family. So now I'm a whole different warrior. I'm a whole different warrior, and that's one of the first songs I want to do. And I thank y'all for having me. I'm just a vessel. I pray over my pen and my paper, so He breaks everything for me.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Use me, Lord.
Yes.
As you always do. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Please say a special prayer for my fiance, because she's being rushed to the hospital as we speak.
All right.
And the devil, you know how he works. You need to not perform tonight. You need to go ahead and get to the hospital. That's your wife, To the point to where his family, where her family was calling me like, why you ain't? I shut my phone off, left it in the car. I said, when it comes to my walk with Christ, my children, my mother, my father, I done cut a lot of them off.
All right.
In the name. I done cut a lot of them off because I had to. Because if I keep trying to run out there and save them, I'm missing on what God got for me. And my fiance understood. She said, baby, go ahead and do what you got to do for the Lord. I'll see you when you get done. So, special prayers for her. I know she's going to pull it through. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. It ain't playing now. None of them playing? Okay, that's how we're going to do this then.
Who can beatbox?
No, you don't even have to beatbox. God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. Praise God. No competition for the king who created you rap cats. I'm not impressed with your rap stats nor your mini raps. What's your soul like? Is the inner man doing good? I know the heavy load of the man from the hood, but God is bigger, homie, than you ever understood. That's why I'm about my Jesus. Mama always knew I would transition quickly to a whole nother level. I'm on the battlefield, toe to toe with the devil. I rebuke you with my hand, gripping on the Holy Bible. In the lab going in, not chasing for a title. That's why I'm gonna rise higher for my mighty king. Put me in the lane of my own to do my own thing. Fishing for the lost souls, corrupted by the wicked fool. I refuse to lose, so I heal from my many wounds. Mad at the world, yeah, I hate what is evil, but it's cool because I know we ain't created equal. I'm a whole different warrior. When I ride with the Lord, I know I'm going hard. Just a vessel for the Lord, yeah, a whole different warrior. When I ride with the king, I know I do my thing, but he's the king of this king. I'm a whole different warrior. When I ride with the Lord, I know I'm going hard. Just a vessel for the Lord, yeah, a whole different warrior. Because I ride for the king. I know I do my thing, but he's the king of this king. God is the force behind this King Little's movement. A lot of young men need some spiritual improvement. So lyrically, I'll be blessing these lost souls. Got to give them something more than the dough and the rose. I suppose we supposed to be foes instead of bros. You being rude, homie, by the color of your clothes. Looking at me with hate, and I just greet them with the love. That's how I keep moving when life push and shove. Still looking up above, got a top level mind frame. God said if you want wisdom, just ask for it, man. So I was on my knees late, waiting for a change. Woke up the next day and went to scripting out the pain. Started hustling for the master, harder than the currency. Because God told me he got me in the midst of emergency. Now it's non-stop, steady grinding for the kingdom. Have a seat, let me bring them. What God bring them, I'm a whole different warrior. When I ride for the Lord, I know I'm going hard. Just a vessel for the Lord, a whole different warrior. When I ride for the king, I know I do my thing, but he's the king of this king. I'm a whole different warrior. When I ride for the Lord, I know I'm going hard. Just a vessel for the Lord, a whole different warrior. When I ride for the king, I know I do my thing, but he's the king of this king. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Want me to keep going? Or wow, man. I ain't done acapella in so long. Oh, by my mom. Yeah. When I met Brother JD, my mom she had relapsed back on crack cocaine. I was born addicted to crack cocaine, actually. She had been clean prior to this relapse for 3 years. And I was living with her, and she relapsed, and she was going to one of my old worst enemy neighborhoods and snatching their drugs. So some guys came to the house with guns, said they was gonna kill her over $60. Now, mind you, at this time, I was involved in a relationship to where it was real rocky or whatever the case may be. So when they first came to the door, I thought it was because of my children's mother, because she had been sending people to the door. I didn't have my door kicked in. I mean, there was so much stuff going on. But Brother JD prayed. He said a prayer for my mom during that time. And when I talked to him on the phone, I had a pistol on me. I was standing across the street from the dudes who slapped my mama with a gun. And I was ready to go back to prison. I'm not going to even lie. The devil had me so twisted in the mind, I'm going back. This is my mama. I'm going back. Right. But that prayer this brother said, it took, God don't answer you when you want him to. Right. It takes some time. And it took some time, And unfortunately, but fortunately, it took for my grandfather to die, for my mother, for that prayer to finally come in. And she's been clean now for, 2 months. And she's been, she's been pushing to the Lord. So, but that prayer, I remember, after a while, we lost contact. And the first thing this brother said, it wasn't how you doing or nothing. He said, how's mom doing? Yeah. All right. And I was like, well, it was confirmation that prayer stuck. I said, oh, man, mom's is doing good. So, that's the blessings in the air, man. And that's the next song I'm going to do is Blessings in the Air. It's one of my favorite songs. I don't know why that CD don't work. It was working, too. That's cool. Man, God gonna, the devil is a lie.
Yeah.
See, he can mess up all this technology stuff, but he can't mess up what God put in.
That's right.
You know, this is the first time I ever been able to do more than one song.
All right.
At an event, you know, at something that's good, doing something for Christ.
You don't have light though.
Can you hear me? I can rap a little bit louder.
That's right, yeah.
All right. I don't have no name for this one. 2015 was a rough year for me. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people who I thought was friends, but it was worth it. You know, it blessed me. So, check it out. My heart is heavy, so much hell within. Down on my knees, chopping with my best friend. Said to stay with it, son, you gon' win. Cause I made you great, don't worry about the rest of it. Just stay obedient, try harder not to sin. Keep me first, and if needed help, I will see. As my tears fell, homie, I knew right then I would never stay down if I ever fell again. I keep the world open, so I won't fold nor bend amongst the world greats. Look at all these lost men. That's why I give them hope. I've been where they been, on them dark blocks, putting work in. You hear the boldness when I'm going in. 2016, I'ma make their heads spin, lift their spirits up, turn frowns into grins, restore relationships, stack me up a few wins. I ain't got a curse whenever king push pins, cause my vocab large, many books I stayed in. That's why I'm up early and I'm always praising him abundantly. I'm blessed, one of his chosen men. I thank you, Father, for being my greatest friend. When I need love, it's only you I confide in. Now give me mine so I can give to my lost kids some major love. Yes, I must extend. Can you put that other one on? Wait, not yet. Man, you know what? I feel so good. Okay. You know, I get emotional because
Talk about it.
I wouldn't be here right
Come
now.
on, talk about it. Hallelujah.
I would not be here, you know. When I was a child, I was molested by my uncles. And, I mean, God is restoring a lot of stuff. And whenever I go do a show or, you know, minister, I always tell young brothers, the youngest ones, you know, it's cool being about God. It's cool shedding tears. It's cool telling your story, you know. I'm not ashamed of what I was, because had I not been who I was, I could not go out to the hoods and the blocks like I do now. Like, I go places where I couldn't go when I wasn't riding with Christ. I go to enemy hoods. I just did a show in one of my worst enemy hoods, and I had a dude that I actually shot come to me and say, bruh, because of what you're doing is the reason why I don't want to kill you.
My God.
And he's a member, an active member of my church. And me and him like this. So, I mean, it's just, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. This is my favorite song right here. It always makes me cry.
Praise the Lord. We got Mike. We got Mike.
Yeah.
Praise him. Hallelujah.
Praise God.
We got Mike. Hallelujah.
Guaranteed. I'm going to come back with another one before I leave. Thank y'all.
Praise the Lord, everyone.
Praise the Lord.